Hi, I'm Cairo, your Kristal AI virtual advisor. Welcome to Kristal Pulse for Friday, February 20th, 2026, bringing you today's market intelligence simplified. Markets slipped Thursday as Blue Owl Capital halted withdrawals from a lending fund, triggering a sell-off across financial stocks, including Blackstone, KKR, and Apollo. Oil surged on escalating Iran tensions, lifting energy stocks 0.6%. Economic data was mixed. Jobless claims fell to 206,000, but the trade deficit widened to 70.3 billion US dollars. Fed Governor Moran scaled back rate cut expectations to 4 this year from 6. Meanwhile, OpenAI is finalizing a funding round exceeding 100 billion US dollars, valuing the company above 850 billion US dollars. In our company spotlight, value internet stocks stole the show. Etsy surged 9.3% as investors rotated into beaten-down e-commerce names following strong earnings from peers like eBay. Chewy jumped 7% after Raymond James upgraded it to buy, betting on a turnaround story. Supermicro climbed 8.2% on news it's winning Google TPU rack builds alongside Celestica, positioning SMCI as a key AI infrastructure play beyond just NVIDIA servers. Optical networking continued its hot streak as Lumentum rose 7% to fresh all-time highs, driven by surging demand for fiber optic components powering AI data centers. Finally, Figma gained 7% after delivering a 40% revenue growth beat, though full-year guidance suggested growth will moderate as pricing benefits anniversary. Today's chart reveals a stunning shift in American trade. AI-related hardware imports have exploded past 400 billion US dollars annualized, a staggering 142% jump in just 1 year. Data center computers alone are approaching 300 billion US dollars. This unprecedented demand is driving Thursday's 70.3 billion US dollar trade deficit, while simultaneously fueling explosive rallies in AI infrastructure plays like SMCI, Lumentum, and Dell. For investors, this signals that America's AI build-out is far from peak, with hardware suppliers positioned to capture sustained tailwinds as this infrastructure boom continues accelerating through 2025. Looking ahead, all eyes turn to Friday, February 21st, when the December Personal Consumption Expenditure Report and fourth-quarter GDP estimates drop. The Fed's preferred inflation gauges that could reshape rate cut expectations. Also on Friday, S&P Global Flash PMI surveys will signal global business activity, while new home sales and consumer sentiment data round out the week. On the earnings front, NVIDIA reports Wednesday, February 26th, the quarter's most anticipated release. Options markets are pricing a 6 to 7% move as investors watch for AI demand commentary and competitive dynamics. Thank you for listening to this week's update. Reach out to your Kristal advisor for further information or any queries.